Hello everyone, this is Ashin Prasad from Sportstar. I'm here in Guwahati ahead of India's FIFA World Cup second round qualifier against Afghanistan. As we all know, these two teams played out a goalless draw last week in Saudi Arabia. Those of us who stayed up to watch way past midnight, it wasn't a pleasant viewing. It wasn't the greatest of draws, even. But India did have its chances, like, four of them with a couple of them to Manveer and Subhashish Bose. If they had taken them, India could have breathed easy. But still, India would feel that, like, they have the situation in their hands, their destiny in their own hands. If they win against Afghanistan today, then possibly a draw against Kuwait could get the job done. But Stimac feels that with the longer camp, he can get the job done. He can get the players up to shape and get them to play how he wants to ahead of the match against Kuwait. But most importantly, they can't take their eyes off Afghanistan here. Afghanistan, as they showed what they are capable of in that match in Saudi, they are hard to break down. They're a very physical team, and they're not as weakened as they were back in November when several players boycotted the team. Some of them have come back. I think only 5 are still boycotting over their stance against the Afghanistan Football Federation. And and Ashley Westwood, the coach who took over in November, knows some of these players in India. He's coached here before, has worked here in India after that as well. So he is someone who's followed Indian football quite closely. And he's been also, before these two qualifiers, he's been having a longer camp with the Afghanistan team. And it's not just training them as well. As he mentioned yesterday in the press conference, he has to do the logistical job as well, where his coaching staff and his player Amiri, who's playing his last international match today. They have been on calls regularly, trying to convince players to come back and also book flight tickets for them. So that's something which he says that he was not used to, but he had to do because that's what comes with this job. But all to play for today. India might be making a few changes, a lot of tired legs as well. Most likely Vikram Pratap Singh, who made his debut in Saudi, might make way for Mahesh. Stimac did mention that, like, he'll be making some changes. It'll be interesting to see if he goes out in an all-out attack as he did in Saudi with a 4-4-2 formation with 4 forwards. Maybe which we but in that match we could see that, like, the Indians couldn't, like, get the ball forward as often to the forwards as they would have liked to. So maybe another midfielder, the likes of Brandon, could come and reinforce the midfield area as well. So a lot to play for. It'll be interesting to see if India can get the job done here. If they don't, things might get a bit difficult for them in their quest to make the third round of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, which they have never done before. It's an excellent chance for them, and Stimac and his boys would be hoping to get the job done here.